what's the most fun thing that you've done as an archaeologist?
Well, there was this one jungle temple on Earth.
What did you find?
The temple itself was full of traps.
Why would they build traps in a temple?
Probably to keep people from stealing stuff inside.
Interesting. I've been to many temples, and they've always been places of worship. I don't think they normally keep things inside that would be so valuable they would want to build traps in there. The Earthlings, they have this religion called Judaism, and they have these Jewish temples. So are you saying that thousands of years from now, all of these Jews are going to start building these big, extravagant traps in their temples so that people can't steal the taro that they keep inside of it?
Well, it was a very old temple. I don't suppose culturally and socially speaking, we don't really need to do that anymore. But back then, it was different, I suppose. It was an old Mayan temple.
Okay, so you got into this temple that has these traps in it. So what happened?
So I step on something. Maybe it was a pressure plate. Maybe simply an old trap system. Maybe inside the ground. It was incredible. So I step on it, and there's this huge rock, this huge boulder that comes out of nowhere, and I have to run away because there's no space for me to hide. So I run with this boulder following me.
Wait a minute, let me get this straight. These humans, back then in this jungle, they found this huge spherical rock, this perfectly huge spherical rock, and somehow managed to push it all the way into this temple to trigger this trap. So let's say that somebody came to the temple after you. You didn't put the boulder back in place. You didn't reset it, did you?
Well, no.
So let me get this straight. So this trap is a one-time trap for the first person who comes into this temple to steal something. But once the trap is sprung, if that person doesn't reset it, then the next person... It seems like a very faulty design to me.
You just took the fun out of everything.
Oh, I'm sorry. No, I'm sorry. I was just trying to understand what was going... I'll let you finish your very exciting and very interesting story.
There's this huge boulder following me, right?
Yes.
And a very sound idea of a trap. And
of course.
So I'm running out, and I realize that the huge passage that I had took before, the door is actually closing down. I had no idea there was a door there.
Wow, okay, so what happened next?
So by the time I actually get to the door, it's almost closed. So I dive under it.
Did you die?
No.
Oh good. I hope that wasn't a spoiler. Is Gimmick reacting to this at all, or is he just kind of taking it all in?
Yeah,
But did you die?
he's probably dying on the inside. Let's be real. He's dying on the inside. He's so embarrassed.
It's so adorable. I love her.
She's special. She is a special.
She's very
human
special.
I love her. Oh. So I managed to get out, and I've got the artifacts that I wanted to bring to the museum.
You said you brought it back to a museum?
I didn't quite get to do that, because the second I got out, my rival awaited.
You have a rival? Well, of course you do.
Every good archaeologist has one.
Who is your rival?
His name is